Hola chicas! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am so excited because we have a new drop for Morphe yet again. Like, I feel like Morphe, you guys, keeps bringing out these new collections and I'm getting so excited. When they came out with the palettes, I kind of felt like I was like in a little runt when it came to eyeshadow palettes. Like, I'm like, man, like, I feel like they need to come out with more palettes, like makeup brands, you know? And then Morphe came out with those palettes and like it just sparked my creativity again and like to play with eyeshadows. So it makes a huge difference, you know? So Morphe just keeps coming out with these collections and we're all like here for it. Like, I'm literally here for it and I want them to keep bringing more products. Also, they obviously changed their whole look, their whole aesthetic. Remember how Morphe used to be like super like just black everything? Now they're like doing more of like the cream look, you guys, and I love it a lot more. Their new brushes también are in a cream. I don't know, whoever is in charge with this rebranding with Morphe needs to stay there and they need a raise, and I hope they never get fired. Like I said, every collection that keeps coming out from Morphe, like I am just like so excited and they're literally killing it right now. So if you're new, hi, I'm Sandy. Welcome to my channel. I do a lot of beauty videos. I've been trying to be very consistent right now with my YouTube channel, but you can always find me on TikTok and Instagram because I do upload there literally daily. Also, before we start, you guys, Mexico won. Did you guys watch the soccer game? Because it was so good. I was literally like so nervous. I was like, oh my God, please Mexico, please win. Especially right now with everything going on. Like, we literally needed to win this game. So I had to wear my Mexico shirt today for you guys because I was just so excited. I'm not a huge soccer fan. My husband did play soccer his entire life. So when we met, he had just finished playing and wasn't playing soccer anymore, but he literally played his entire life. And so we watched it because of him. But I enjoy games so much. I think they're so fun. We also went to go see Mexico play here a couple of weeks ago and it was so fun. Again, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you guys might have seen my reel and I just love going. I love supporting my country, Mexico. Obviously, I was born there. You guys know that. If you didn't know, I was born in Mexico, but my parents brought me to the US when I was only 2 years old, which I think I kind of want to do like a little story time for you guys, a little like get ready with me and talk more about like Mexico and how I grew up and stuff. So anyways, I just had a really great weekend. 4th of July, Mexico won. Life's been good recently. I believe this collection comes out July 19th on the Morphe website, but it is available to buy now at ulta.com. I don't know if it's available in person just yet, but I know that it is available online. The SHAPELIFTER Micro Contour Sticks, which retail for $12. It has a nice slim tip. Also has a built-in sharpener, which I thought was so cool. The first shade is Tapered, and it's great for fair to light with neutral rosy undertones. Next, we have Enhance, and it's great for fair to light with neutral undertones. And then we have Refined, light to medium with neutral undertones. Sculpted, medium with neutral golden undertones. Sharpened, great for tan to rich with neutral undertones. And then we have Balance, which is great for rich to deep with neutral undertones. And finally, we have Defined, and it's a great deep with neutral cool undertones. Micro Manager Gripping Brow Gel in clear, it does retail for $12, and it has a micro gripping brush, which is so tiny that will help sculpt and keep our hairs in place. What I'm most excited for, you guys, is their new Nano Brow Pencil retailing for only $10. It has a 9mm tip, so it's gonna be great for mimicking those fake hairs. Benefit did come out with a Nano Brow Pencil first, so we will definitely compare the both later. First up, we have Biscotti. It's a light taupe with a cool undertone. Latte, it's a soft brown with cool undertones. Almond, warm brown with warm undertones. Cold Brew, brown with neutral undertones. Java, deep brown with neutral undertones. And finally, we have Chocolate Mousse. It's a soft black with neutral undertones. I just slapped on some foundation. Now, I want to go into the shade Refined, which is the shade that I actually used on TikTok and on my Instagram. I kind of wanted to try Sculpted, which is great for medium with neutral golden undertones. It's a little bit darker. So you know what? Let's go into this one. Okay, so I warmed it up on the back of my hand, which I'm pretty sure you can also grab it that way, but I'm gonna go ahead and just straight up apply it so you guys can see, because that is the way that I applied it the first time I played with it. It's kind of like you're coloring on yourself, which is so funny. So what I like to do, you guys, is just kind of go like this and ooh, it looks super dark. And I'm gonna start to just blend this up like that. And the brush that I'm using, chicas, is el 243, which is great for cream and liquid contour. And so I'm just gonna buff this in, and you guys can tell right away like how quick that actually blends out, which is one of the things that I really enjoyed from this contour stick, is that if you are a beginner at like cream contouring or you're just new at makeup, this is really great to use. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go like this, and then going back into that brush and just buff it in. Yeah, I just feel like personally this is so creamy, very blendable, and this color I would definitely say is a lot warmer than Refined, which is the shade that I use like I mentioned earlier. So if you want something more bronzy, a little bit more warmer, then you're really going to like this color. It does mention that this should last us literally all day. I'm going to the movies right now, so I don't think I'm gonna be wearing this for too long. I can definitely say that this is a little bit lighter than like my regular contour shades that I like to use, like my Charlotte Tilbury one, my Kristen Dominique cream contour. This is definitely a little bit lighter. So for those girls who don't like a very heavy contour, but you still want to look a little bit bronzy, but yet it's not too crazy, then you're really going to like these. These definitely give a more natural finish. Now for the nose, I feel like this might be just a little bit too dark, so voy a entrar con Refined. And I'm just gonna apply it like this. And I'm gonna use the same brush just to like blend this out. Go towards the side like this. And then we're gonna go into that same brush if you want. And we're just gonna buff this up towards the brow. All right, you guys, so there you have it. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and slap on my concealer, set my face completely, and then go into the brow pencil demo for you guys. But so far, I really enjoyed these cream contour sticks. I love, you guys, they actually also came out with these. These are their cream sticks, right? Yeah, creamy bronzy sticks, and I usually use these shade Setting Heat, and they're just a lot bigger. They kind of do remind me like of the same formula. The más que esos obviously are a little bit thicker and bigger. This is definitely more, I feel like, travel friendly. You know, like it's less bulkier in my opinion, but they both have really great formulas. So I think at the end of the day, it's kind of like depending on what you want. I feel like as a makeup artist, this would be really great for nose contouring or also to create like eyeshadow. So that's what I personally would use it for if I was a makeup artist. And also for the contour también, obviously it's gonna depend like your own personal preference. Before I completely finish off my makeup, chicas, voy a jugar with the brow pencil. So out of all of these 6 shades, I feel like Java is my go-to color for right now. So as you guys saw in the swatches, it does come with the spoolie, which is really great. And again, these are their regular brow pencils that they've always had. They just got like a little makeover. These pencils, you guys, como les había dicho, está bien chiquito, kind of like the Benefit one, como les enseñé. They're precisely brow detailer. So if you have really sparse eyebrows, because the tip is a 9mm, it is so freaking tiny that it can literally mimic those fake hairs. Since I have thick hair, if I were to go in with a brow gel or whatever, like let that sit for a little bit, and then I feel like usually when you go in with like a brow gel, it lifts up the brows to give you that laminated look. I feel like, in my opinion, my brows look fuller when I do that, but also I feel like there's missing hair in certain spots. So that is what this would also be really great for, to kind of fill in those sparse areas. I always do this with every brow pencil. I always start to outline my brow, and I start from right here. I skip the head of the brow right here because I like this to look more ombre-ish. So I'm gonna start to outline, and I'm very light hand with it as well, so I'm not being super rough with it. And then I also will start to do the top. I'll start from right here and very lightly, and you guys can see how it starts to fill in the eyebrows, just like a regular brow pencil, to be honest. I will say though, with these particular brow pencils, because they are so thin and so little, the product sí se acaba más rápido. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it melts faster the more that you use it. So that is one thing that I notice with like these smaller brow pencils. That includes the Benefit one detailer también. Like, every time I would use it, I would constantly have to like grab some more. But I personally feel like these particular small detailer brow pencils are meant to, you know, mimic the fake hairs in the parts of the brow that have no hair. You know what I mean? Like the sparse areas. Now, for the head of my brow, I like to flick up the product like this and slowly create the illusion of fake hair. All right, you guys, doesn't my brows look amazing? They look so good, not gonna lie. But I will definitely say, you guys, that my regular brow pencil from Benefit, yes, even though I have them right here, even though it is a lot thicker than the detailer Morphe brush, this one does have more product. So again, I feel like with these, como les dije like a million times, I'm gonna repeat myself, I feel like it's definitely more of a detailer, you know, just to like fill in any sparse areas. And because it is so thin, like I said, it's just gonna help, you know, get in there more than the original, like an original brow pencil. Let me grab the detailer from Benefit really quick, and I want to see how much product this has. Oh, actually, chicas, I'm just looking at it right now. It has the exact same 0.02 grams and then 0.07 ounces. So it has the exact same amount of product. Benefit has a little bit more. That's so interesting. Benefit has just a little bit more product than the Morphe one. Tell me why, chicas, I forgot to go into the Micro Manager Gripping Brow Gel. Again, it's just a clear brow gel and it's super tiny, as you guys saw in the demo. So let's go ahead and just slap this on, and there's definitely no flakiness. It's just clear, and I haven't worn this out completely like all day to really give you guys my actual thoughts on this, but it's supposed to give us a 16-hour wear, and I just love how small it is, and it really brushes the hairs really nicely, and it grips on very well, and it's so tiny, so it's like perfect for your eyebrows. All right, so let's talk about it again really quick. I know I pretty much already gave you guys like my final thoughts, but I love this new launch. Honestly, I've been loving a lot of Morphe new launches. I also wanted to point out, you guys, with the cream sticks or the contour sticks, I haven't applied a bronzer. Like, this is strictly just the cream sticks or the contour sticks, whatever you want to call them. I honestly really enjoy them, like for like a really quick contour. Again, if you are a beginner at contouring, you're not going to struggle with these because it's so creamy that it blends really well into the skin. It just makes it really easy to apply. Like for like an everyday use, you know, like if you work at an office and you don't want something too crazy, but you still want to look a little bit contoured, a little bronzy, these are great for that. Like, I love these, especially if you're like a natural girly. The brow pencils, como les dije, it's the same formula. It's just they came out with the Nano 9mm tip, and you guys saw the side by side with the Benefit brow detailer. The Benefit one does have a little bit more product, but the Morphe one is a lot cheaper as well. The brow gel, honestly, I mean, it's good. Like, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's gonna give you like that laminated look, you know what I mean? It didn't give that to me, like, but it really lays down the brows really well. I need to do a wear test to really see how long this does last, and if like through time flakes start to pop up, you know what I mean? So this is definitely a more of like a, I'll let you guys know. So yeah, chicas, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys had a really great 4th of July. I had a really great 4th of July, super chill. We literally just stayed here at the house and didn't do anything, which is what I loved. I beat traffic. I didn't have to deal with people, the sun, like, oh my gosh, it just felt so good to just stay home. And then Mexico won, so that was a plus for all of us. So anyways, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Las amo mucho. Besitos, las quiero. Bye. Buscaba aún así y por fin te conseguí.